Saki's ready, and off we go. Finding that third pitch. Tighter cutter. One instead of 1 and 2. Here it comes.
Last pitch. If he lights up.
Wasn't working, and the starter to pay off to Kwan. In his first 3 games.
Strikeout, and now we have 2 outs. Sasaki is right in that class.
Most underrated player in baseball right here. 1-1 to him.
On the field.
Has him in Cleveland through his age 40.
Stayed up. Got him with the changes.
Showing off the full game. 1-0 to Manzardo in the dirt. Sasaki comes home with a 2-1. And there's on and Sasaki with a score. Season debut. Parker. He's up against Arizona, and back to the bag goes Ohtani. Here's Betts with 1 on and 1 out. Japan trip. On this 1-1 from Messick. He takes one of it, goes to second, and ends the for Cleveland. Out of the 5 spot, he takes a 100 chance to make it to the main postseason, right? Where is your confidence come out to open the second? Here comes to Arias. Coaching staff. On a payoff, Arias looking for LA, and swings it. Was hitting it harder than anybody, and then had 3
liner to right.
Your best every day. You can choose to play. Eddie Pajes with the bases empty and 1 away. Caught at first, a double play off this third for the Guardians, and takes
right.
So much more experience than Sasaki. Cy Young. This third. 9-hitter squares around late. Expectations
that have already produced.
2-0 comes home from Sasaki, and it's 1-0. Fourth consent. Another comeback if the Dodgers are going to stay concerned early on. And he said Sasaki's 2-1 to Lauder. Oh, it's going to end.
And so
they drafted him. Jumps out. Got another right from Sasaki. Manzardo takes it. It's right at Kyle Tucker, and it just misses. And many headlines, but
here to LA.
Get up. Here's rushing, showing bunt. Doesn't get the job done though. Rojas still at first and second, nobody out. And Schroeder set it up. Ohtani. Essex 1-1. Bends him back. Here's 2-1. Taken down. Waits on this 3-1. And Klein will come after a throw to second in a close play. Pitch. Ohtani reaches. A couple stolen bases. Stop right on the 1-2 from Messick. Down. Charles is no longer with us. Toledo and worked as a railroad. This 1-2 pitch. At the end of the season thinking, was that it? Because he didn't get to play in the majors again until major league hit. I had to find every little edge. And Sasaki will check on him. Can it? Sure, I get the ball in the zone. Fires a 2-2 to Arias on the air, but Arias is sick.
Doing against Arizona.
Enough, he shows up his first at bat of the season.
This not
throws him out. They have the first few games with a comeback last year, but the offers started to fly in. Betts.
It's a lot of weak contact, but Mookie.
Minor league baseball. Rodriguez.
Yes. Deception in the delivery.
2-2. Payoff pitch. He pulls it down again. 3-2 is swung on and grounded out his first time. Gone here in the fourth. Fourth for Parker Messick. Up. And Tanner Scott is.
This was unexpected.
Here it comes with a 2-1. Going to finish, so 4+.
But they're really close.
Scott is up. There goes the runner from first. Shonsey on the grass at third. Kwan first and third with nobody out. Ages. Here's the 0-1. Couldn't lay off. 0-2. Swings it. Fouls off the eye leaderboard. Swings and misses. 2-pitch. Another 1-2 pitch. Saves the day. In their opening series. 0-1 from Scott. Taken down. And now is 1-1 to Hoskins. Is swung out. 1-2. Runner goes from first. Down it. Scott. And no runs allowed. Andy Pott hitting 1 on a 1-1. Pott has to be more patient. Have it lean into the aggressive Nate. And it's one thing to say there and only there.
But the key is get
3-1 to Muncy. Payoff. The 8th pitch from Messick. Muncy. The payoff. And
well, the 3 swings prior to this were
brings up Rojas. You know, the years. Seeing what it does. And we all saw. Oh, boy. 5-4. First one is to the 5-hitter Daniel with this upcoming road trip.
One of the young guys is kind of wants to keep that going.
Different starter versus reliever. First one to Brian Rocchio. Here we got rocked. But when Vesio that he's always had suddenly calls it and a 1-2-3-6 as rushing leads one away. Up comes Otani. Out in a strikeout.
Something off speed.
Coming off that 4. Messick's home with a 1-2. Tucker leads off. Ball and a strike on it. Head. Right. Games all of last year. And now he's got home run helmet. Their whole game each night.
Oh boy.
He says
money.
No. And Scott's is from Quan, who's 2 for 3. He does lay
by the Dodgers tonight.
Oh, up to well, not scoring that inning. Here though, 2-0 on this 2-1 pitch. Lifts him nothing across in the 7th. Strike. The Hoskins backdoor break, a payoff pitch in and up. There's this 1 pitch. Lines. He was 1 pitch away from getting suspension. Mookie Betts. Yeah, Betts. Strike 1 on
out. They're going to have to win the close ones.
Armstrong comes home. Armstrong deals. Hernandez.
Well, does that have a chance to? Runners.
1-1 Freeman. Hernandez, he runs. It's old school baseball right there. Look. To Muncy. On this 2-2 pitch. It's in. And on the first pitch, unscored.
Yeah.
Padres drafted Austin in the 2nd round. A spring training for him. 24. And
shooting at you.
Robuski fires 2-2. About some offense. Down 4-0. 2. Season. There's kind of ho-hum. Pitch. Here's Will Smith. Some people really huge. Yeah. Tani comes up at 1 for 3 and you've there. Schneemann will put it away. It's up like we saw the first few games.
Yeah, we're
Gillespie trying to finish this game off. And then Schneemann, the big swing. The 2 for the Guardians these days is Cade Smith. Start for Cleveland. Against Gavin Williams. This is going to be 4 innings of high with 3. It is 4 innings. 7th.
The pacing looks like he's rushing.
And that's 3 out of the 4 for the Dodgers. Kyle Tucker. An heroic play and couldn't do it. Hanging. Smith's 0-2.
Well, that's one way.
1-2 to Betts. Betts
For Cleveland.
Ground. A 1-1 from Cade Smith. It's in the dirt. Here's a 2-1. It was the 2-2. Payoff. Another 3-2. Freeman. It's grounded from Smith. Pages in the and throws him out and hands the Dodgers. Leads off. Doubled and scored the game's only run back in the bell. Not scoring that inning. Ball 2. Scott here though. 2-0. 2-1. And a ball on Schneemann. First run allowed, but ball 2.
Dodger offense.
And he got the feeling of anybody. Strike 1 on Tasker Hernandez.
He's out. They're going to have to win the close ones.
That's one of the crazy. Armstrong comes home. Yeah, sinker dives in there. Fastball, strike 1 on Muncy. Takes the first 2 and he's another fastball and he does what stuck with it, but 2 to Muncy. Lays off and the count is 2-2 on this 2-2 pitch. Down on the high fastball. Nothing. Strike 1 from Robleski. Padres drafted Austin in the 2nd round. Decided to go the pro route immediately. Down on 3 pitches here. Our spring training for him. Showed bunt. Took a 24. And we talk about the guys that have arrived.
Shooting at you.
On hell can get some. Robleski fires 2-2. About some offense. Down 4-0 though as Miguel Rojas leads off. 2-0.
Miguel Rojas in his last
season. It was kind of ho-hum. 2-2. Amazing. 4 for the Dodgers. Kyle Tucker. Check swing foul. Strike 1. Tucker fouls it off and it's 0-2. An heroic play and couldn't do it. Tucker's on to start the 9th. Hanging by a thread, but the Dodgers for the moment are quickly 0-2 on.